But so then end what happened was, oh my god. So, oh, so much to go through. So, you know the whole DP World thing? The guy that stepped down. Oh, sorry, I accidentally pressed a thing. The guy that stepped down from DP World was emailing Epstein about torture videos. He was sending him torture videos and stuff, right? And you know the whole bloody hand, the Wilson movie with Tom Hanks, who's also in the Epstein files. Tom Hanks is the reason why I lost my Facebook account, because I mentioned him in my codes back in the day, and they shut my Facebook down because of it. And now he's mentioned in it. But so then end. So this thing came up about DP World and the CEO and the bloody handprint, and I said, and I'll put links in the description box, oh, you mean the DP World that Keir Starmer gave £1 billion to? The same Keir Starmer that was mentioned in the Epstein files for trafficking kids. The same Keir Starmer that is on video with with Miliband abusing trans kids and girls, who's in the Epstein files for trafficking kids, who was caught on video in drag. And Kevin Spacey recorded him abusing trans kids, and there he is in drag. But so then end, right? So I connected that dot. It's all there. The British Prime Minister has been funding the trafficking of children. That's what he's in the Epstein files for. They also have video of him and Ed Miliband when they were World Economic Forum Future Leaders of the Year. Right, so it's all there. It's all there. Connecting human trafficking with DP World and the torture of kids and blah, 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 and trans kids and Keir Starmer, like it's all there. But so then end. What happened was, someone posted a thing of Ghislaine Maxwell in her deposition, and people are saying that's clearly not her. That's someone they've gotten to look like her, and she's pleaded the fifth and yada yada blah blah blah. And they've done a face comparison of Ghislaine Maxwell and this woman pretending to be Ghislaine Maxwell in the deposition hearing, right? And I said to King Charles, see, that's what I'm trying to say about that Prince Andrew photo. You know, I made a video about it. If I get cut off, you know I'm telling the truth. Because when I posted this stuff on X, they cut me off. So, but so then end. So I said to the king, that's what I'm saying about that photo that they're trying to say is Prince Andrew, because I did a side-by-side comparison of known photos of Prince Andrew with the one that's supposed to be him, you know, hovering over that woman on the ground who wasn't dead. She was alive. People are saying she was dead, but she's got her hand up, like she's got her arm raised. And I said to the king, that's what I'm saying. They use doubles to try and fool the public, or they put the masks on. But I think in that photo, that's not Prince Andrew, that they used a double, a lookalike, to pass that photo off. And because that's the photo that's gone all around the world. And I said to the king, that's what I'm saying. That's what the Queen was saying. They're faking stuff about the royal family to hide the real stuff about the real people, because they want the royal family to take the fall, because they're trying to get rid of the monarchy. And then, of course, they've wheeled this fake Ghislaine Maxwell out, and it's just proven what I said, that the coalition of Epsteiners are getting doubles and then taking photos and videos and stuff and then trying to pass it off as the real thing to protect the real villains, like Keir Starmer and Donald Trump and Elon Musk and yada and blah, right? So it just proves everything I said. And I brought up the photos and I said, I did a comparison of that man's face with known photos of Prince Andrew, and they look nothing alike. The side profile, the shape of the head, the nose, the eyebrows, the colour of the hair, the receding hairline, the shape of the ears, the shape of the hands look nothing like Prince Andrew. And so them pulling out, I mean, the Ghislaine Maxwell, the nose is different, the eyes is different, the face shape is different. They look completely different. And we know that they use body doubles. We know that actors and that have body doubles. They have lookalikes. There's like talent agencies all around the world who make money passing off body doubles, like, Johnny Depp and Brad Pitt and David Beckham and all of that. And they make a lot of money doing it too. So it just proves everything I'm saying, because I'm telling you now, that photo that they're passing off as Prince Andrew is not Prince Andrew. And it's everything that I've been saying and everything the Queen was saying about how they're using doubles and fake photos and that, and using AI to make fake images and fake videos in order to pass them off as the real thing, to blame the ones that they need to get out of the way in order to pull off the plan. And Donald Trump spelled it out in that Q message when he came to visit the Queen. Get rid of the king to get to the king, and get rid of the Queen to get rid of the king, and use the board of public opinion like a chess game, like in order to take them down. So get rid of the Queen, blackmail the Queen, stealing money, yeah. Get to the king, to remove the monarchy by using public opinion to do it. They spelled it out. He put it, it's there, it's right there in the Q message. Because they do everything in plain sight because they believe it gives them power, but all it does is incriminate them. So then Joe Rogan comes on, and he's all like, at first I thought this and at first I thought that, but now I'm realising, they're demonic and this, that and the other thing. And I'm like, the same Joe Rogan that deleted the video of Elon Musk admitting that he dug the tunnels for Diddy and that to traffic kids through for his parties. That Joe Rogan. Because I got Thomas Massey involved. Praise God. He's just like, he's probably like the only decent man left in American politics. I mean, Rand Paul, but Thomas Massey's the one that God chose, and I told him that. Love him to pieces. I have so much love and respect for that man, I can't even put it into words. He should be president. And everybody knows it. And that whole thing, you see, when he came out with that stuff, and then Donald Trump went nuts about it, the first thing I thought was, they're going to try and whack him. And then he put up that thing saying, I'm not suicidal. It's like he read my mind. But yeah, Joe Rogan. And it's all there. I've got it all up. When Trump was running for president, Elon Musk did an interview with Joe Rogan where he talked about digging the tunnels for Diddy. And Joe Rogan even says, like, for trafficking kids and that. And Musk goes, yeah, probably, like acting innocent. And then, because I took a screenshot and, took the link and everything and time-stamped it at 7 minutes and like 23 seconds or something. And I tried to say to Donald Trump, like, you need to look at this before it gets taken down. You're in bed with this, like you're friends with this man and this is what he's doing, not realising at the time Donald Trump was in on it too. And then what happened? The video vanished. But I've still got a screenshot with the video's link on it. It's all still there, and I've got the link. So I said to Thomas Massey, you need to get a court order to get Rogan to hand that video over where Elon Musk admits that he dug the tunnels to traffic victims through. I said, and then that victim in Florida that has sued him and Gates and Trump can use that to help her case. And because, like I keep saying, a lot of the stuff that happened to her happened to me. Because I was told that they wanted that there was a hit to run me over with cars. And apparently they did the same thing with her, getting her kids removed, all of it, drugged, the whole thing. Her case is very, very similar to mine, but thankfully I didn't have to go through, like, they never came anywhere near me. So, but, so then end. God. I've been working on these investigations for so long now. I've gone down so many rabbit holes. I've connected so many dots and pulled on so many threads with these evil monsters. I've painted an entire tapestry that incriminates so many world leaders and celebrities and politicians and world leaders and, did I say world leaders? And, oh, and the other thing, there's stuff that's just been posted with Elon Musk that proves that he's Kitswood. Same computer, same background, same everything. Which means that all the stuff that's been posted in Kitswood where he's Night World, where he's bigging himself up and pretending to be the brave Sue Knight in that, is him, because I know when it's my friend, because they have two completely different graphic styles and two completely different writing styles. So I always know when it's my pal, my buddy. And I always know when it's Musk, because when it's Musk, it's always talking about like how brave he is and what a noble person he is, and like how like tries to make himself out to be like a victim, but that he's loved by everyone. So, oh, that 11:11, I've been pulling towers down all day. I'm exhausted. I'm hungry. This is when I need a man here, because I'd be like, can you cook while I have a hot bath? I'm aching all over. My scar's killing me. My bones ache because I've been doing investigations for over 10 years now into these people. And now it's all coming into land, and all the threads are being pulled, and all the towers are slowly starting to come down. Keir Starmer is trying to act like nothing's happened, and he has no idea what's in store for him. And I know I'm retired from Vladimir, I know I'm retired from the king, but I have to defend the children. I can't not defend the children. For me, it's about the children. It's only ever been about the children. And if only the king would just wake up and issue an arrest warrant for Keir Starmer and dissolve Parliament, all his problems would be over. I swear to God, I'd be able to stand in front of the news outside number 10 and explain everything to the British public in a way where they would realise that the royal family are actually the victims. I've produced enough evidence using physics and my private investigative skills to prove it. So I reckon if he just dissolved Parliament and arrested Starmer, not only would he be the hero, but I reckon I'd be able to explain it to people. The British Prime Minister has just gave DP World £1 billion to traffic children. And he's in the Epstein files for trafficking children and raping and sexually abusing children and trans children. And then he appears in drag, and then I did a comparison of him, because it's the mole that gives him away, because you can't hide the moles, and it's the mole and the shape of his nose and the crease in his mouth and his chin, because his chin looks like a fake one, like a Punch and Judy doll chin. And you can't hide those things, even in drag. Whereas with the Prince Andrew one, I've been able to prove that that person on the ground hovering over that woman doesn't even have the same head shape, face shape, nose shape, ears, hands, everything. Because I'm an observer of human behaviour, and part of human behaviour is the face. And micro expressions and that sort of thing. And it's the Scorpio in me. I spot this stuff like you wouldn't even believe. But the Ghislaine Maxwell one is so obvious, like everybody else picked it up too. Nobody picked up the Andrew one, but everyone picked up the Ghislaine one, because they're very good with the Andrew. But I looked at it, and the first thing I thought, that's nothing like him. So then end. I've been pulling towers down all day. And because now everybody knows it's come out about George Bush and Mossad, Israel, Tony Blair conspiring to cause the 9/11 thing so that they could go and get the gold and set everyone up to blame the Arabs, so that when they went to war with Iran and Iraq and all of that, they have an excuse. They'd have everybody hating the Muslims. So, and everybody keeps going on about the Queen, but she didn't like Israel. What did she say? I'm going to butcher the quote, but she's quoted as saying something like, the only person worse than a Jew is the son of a Jew. But of course she's not talking about Jewish people, she's talking about Israel. Because they're evil, the government's evil. They're behind everything. And it's funny, because in my don't go in the elevator dream, remember I said I had that, remember the dream started with von der Leyen standing on stage talking, and then that beam of light came through and hit her, and it turned her pitch black, and then she turned into soot. And I said she was wearing blue. In the meeting she's just had with Kirsten Starmer, she was wearing blue, a blue jacket. They were on stage and she was wearing blue, and that's the first thing I thought, oh my God, that's the dream. The level of their insanity is such that they're pretending like none of this is even going on. They're pretending like their houses aren't on fire and that God isn't getting ready to kick them down into hell. Speaking of which, the book of Job. I'll put the links in the description box. This video that I found explaining the book of Job explains Satan in the most beautiful way that proves everything that I've been saying right. How he's an angel, and that he's Satan in Hebrew means the accuser. So he's the karmic judge, is everything I've been saying. He goes around pointing fingers at all the people who have committed sins and sold their soul to the devil on behalf of God. That's exactly what it says. And what have I been saying? Satan works for God. Satan loves God. When he has that meeting with Job, with God about Job, he's in heaven when he does it. And even it says the other angels. So everybody that thinks that Satan is the devil is wrong. And them stealing the Dear Satan Claus movie, which they'll get sued for, they got it all wrong. And everybody that keeps saying that it's Satanists who are the Epsteiners and all, like, you're wrong. You've got it all wrong. You've got it so wrong. This is why the world is in so much trouble, because you're not understanding how this all works. And I'm trying to explain it to you because I'm an occult physicist. I decoded the Bible. I know the parts that are true and the parts that aren't. The parts that aren't were written specifically to confuse people, i.e., sacrificing babies and animals. Remember, God came and said, sacrifice children and your son, your firstborn, and blah, blah, blah. That's not God at all. That's Molech. Molech is the one that demands the sacrificing of the babies. And the eating of the organs. The burnt offerings and all that, that's Molech. So keeping slaves, that's Molech. And Baphomet. Baphomet has the slaves as well. I mean, the devil in the tarot, you see Baphomet, where the man and the woman are chained. That's slavery, that's Baphomet. And we know about Elon Musk and his slaves in the cobalt mines and all that sort of thing. Look, I'll get cut off in a minute. So you need to know your devils and you need to know your demons and you need to spot them. And we've got Gog and Magog running around at the moment, trying to get people to go to war. And you've been lied to this whole time about who God and Satan are. Everybody's getting it wrong, and that's why the world's in the trouble that it is. You can be the Pope, you can be a bishop, you can be whatever the hell you want, but you've not got it right. I mean, we know that the Pope is evil because the Pope's one of them, isn't he? He's a member of the Red Shoe Club. They have been for centuries. The only Pope that God loved was Peter. And then when he died, he made him Saint Peter to guard the pearly gates. The one who turned his back on him and denied him. So, I'm exhausted. This is when I need a man to say, you go and have a bath now, babes, because you've been working for the Lord, trying to save the world, and I'll cook dinner. Well, I mean, it's Valentine's Day, so yeah. I'll cook dinner, you have a hot bath, baby, and then after dinner I'll give you a nice massage. And then we can snuggle in bed and watch, like, a movie. What would I be wanting to watch? I'd probably want to watch something like Practical Magic. And Rambo. I love the Rambo movies. The Quantum Menace 1, The Fourth Son, that's my version of a Rambo movie. My nephew helped me write it. So yeah, that's my action movie, and it's going to be like Rambo because he has to go on the run from the government. So yeah, I love the first 3 Rambo movies, like 1, 2, and 3. Is there a 4? I don't have a TV anymore. I don't have a TV, so I don't even have Wi-Fi to watch anything on my laptop. I can't even access my laptop. So yeah, I think there's only 3 Rambos, is there? I don't know if they made a 4th. But I love the first 3. I'd watch the Rambo movies. I'd maybe watch, I've written a martial arts movie too, but it's kind of Drunken Master inspired. But I'm thinking, would I watch a martial? I'd definitely watch the Rambo movies. Would maybe get some gluten-free fish and chips. Well, I'd have gluten-free fish and chips. For Valentine's Day, that would be the best thing ever because fish and chips are my favourite food. And but gluten-free is so expensive here now. I haven't had it since Christmas Eve 2022. So I'd say, could we have gluten-free fish and chips? It's only down the road too, but I can't. It's like 18 quid. And you don't get as much with gluten-free like you do for regular people. For the people that aren't allergic to the pesticides. And we'd have fish and chips. And I'd get in my warm jammies and we'd sit by the fire because we'd live in a house that had a fireplace. And we'd have the fish and chips and watch Rambo. And then he could give me a massage. Oh, right, I'm going to go. I had to let you know. I'll put links in the description box. It's all there. The 170 kids that went missing from Venezuela when they pulled off the Bella One bollocks. It's, yeah, King Charles has to have him arrested. The evidence is all there. How can you have a Prime Minister that makes millions trafficking children and then acts like nothing's happened, and to cover it up, threatens to go to war with Russia? Good Lord. Oh, right, I'm going to go because I'm getting hungry now. I shall speak to you later. I was thinking I might do a random reading again later on, but I'll see how I feel, because I've been pulling towers down all day and my hands are bleeding. The skin's come off because I'm like down to the bone because I've been tearing these towers down. The bloody Babylonian towers. Right, so I'm going to go. I'll speak to you later. Ka kite anō. Mwah.